Good afternoon, Srini sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, I'm doing good, Srini sir. Good afternoon, Abhay. Abhay, you're on mute. Okay, I can't hear you. Good afternoon, Sheena. Satya here. Partha from India sort of 360 is trying to work on the back end. Back to Chennai.
Many of you would be aware.
Back to Chennai, sir. I went to Hyderabad. I lost the traffic.
2023 to be the international year of millet. Let us spread awareness on the benefits of millet.
From farm to plate, production to consumption, junk to nutrition, scaling to upscaling, incubation to acceleration, local to global. It's all happening here.
Shabai Tiwari.
Farmers, industry, academicians, researchers, policymakers, chefs, nutritionists, and investors, varied stakeholders will partner together to strategize for transforming the global food ecosystem.
Indian Institute of Millet Research is the pioneer institute in evolving the value chain in with our business incubator NutriHub. And also we have expanded the canvas of the startups and the entrepreneurs who today are 400 plus in number. IIMR's vision today is to make millet to be monumental in nature, providing answers to the lifestyle diseases and their control through their health benefits, which we are documenting with our partner institutions of NIM and CFTR and other medical institutions.
I was new to this field.
Our millets.
So I learned all the retail distribution, modern trade and e-commerce in his warehouse. Yeah, we were distributing Lala's health mix from taking from Chennai and distributing in Pune. Okay, my first experience in FMCG distribution. Hi Sudarshan. Good afternoon, Sudarshan. Can you hear me? we are not able to hear you. Hello?
Your voice is very
Can you hear me? Yeah, I think Kannan has joined. Good afternoon, Mr. Kannan. Gina, please unmute. You're on mute. Please, yeah.
I'm a nutritionist. I've recently started this. I'm a former lawyer. I've studied masters in law, and this has been a career shift to nutrition. And I'm based in Chennai.
okay.
Artificial intelligence.
So basically in lockdown, I realized the eating, healthy eating, importance of healthy eating, and including nutritious food in my diet. So I'm basically a vegan, almost a vegan in lifestyle. And then I studied a course from Precision Nutrition. It's a world famous company in Canada, and that's how I started my journey.
Good afternoon, Mr. Kannan. Can you please introduce yourself? Unmute, sir.
India Startup 360, an India startup which offers a comprehensive solution to the three key problems faced by startups, money and market. IS360 is organizing a virtual Startup Expo 2021 from 7th to 9th of May. The attractions of this virtual expo, startups can digitally showcase their capabilities and interact with mentors, investors and buyers. Entrepreneurial development program on 7th and 8th by Bharatiya Yuva Shakti Trust and IS360 jointly. Leading public sector banks like SBI, IOB, Indian Bank, Bank of Baroda and Bank of Maharashtra have exclusive finance arrangements with Bharatiya Yuva Shakti Trust. Startups can avail of collateral up to 25 lakh. Bharatiya Yuva Shakti Trust provides this facility in 12 clusters across India. Pitch day for growth startups seeking funding from angel investors and venture capitalists on the 9th of May. Finance partners like Ventures, Growth Launchers, Letwing Ventures, UK India Startup Corridor and United Business Foundation, etc. on growth startups looking for equity funding. IS360 will also be launching their ambitious business idea.
So, very good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and welcome to India Startup 360's Millet Value Chain Expo 2021. We are on day 7, and the past 8 days, 6 days have been highly eventful, and we had a very interactive sessions from various entrepreneurs and also food technologists and specialists and people from academic background doing some research on the food and other aspects. So it has been very useful, and lot of product exchange is also taking place. But as you know, in any business, until otherwise you grow, you may not be able to sustain, and more so with respect to millet products, because the year 2023 has been declared as the International Year of Millet by the United Nations, and even government of India is making all efforts to see to that the product is given a thrust. So we are having very good interaction with the Indian Institute of Millet Research and other governing bodies. So we have come to a precise stage where we can look for the export opportunities of millet and millet products. We are expecting many dignitaries from various parts of the world, from of course from Malaysia, Singapore, and all the Southeast countries, and of course United Arab Emirates, UK, and of course Paris, and some part of European Union countries also. I'm not sure everybody has given the word to come and join. So let's give them some allowance time, because as a practice we make it a point to start the event sharp at 4 o'clock or any event timing that is committed. So with that tradition, I have started the program. But in the meantime, I request all the distinguished panelists and dignitaries available over here. And I also would like to introduce our India Startup 360's chief mentor, Major General Tajuddin Maisale. So, good evening, General Saab. Welcome to this wonderful evening, and it is definitely
Good evening, sir.
pleasure and privilege to have you on this. We have been missing you very badly for 5 days, and of course we are thankful to you to ensure that no, you join, because we are all your children so much so, and you have been rather like shielding us when you are there in the battlefield, and post your of course during retirement also we definitely expect you to mentor and carry. So I would like to have a few quick words from you about the event, and I also seek your pardon and excuse. I had to rush yesterday at 5 o'clock in between the show. So over to you, General Sab, for a few
Yeah.
words.
Thank you, Partha. When I am the, in fact, I really feel honored to have been showered so much of praise by Partha. He himself is a great achiever himself, because this is the masterpiece. This is a brainchild. This particular platform is a brainchild of Mr. Partha, who has done yeoman service as far as the philanthropy is concerned by promoting the self-entrepreneurs. He has gone one step ahead, seeing the wellness property or the wellness features of millet. He has gone in his own inimitable style of promoting the millets by hosting a platform IS360, which is going to be integrated with the world platform. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm really grateful to Partha and you all. The only two things I would like to touch upon here, because one can keep on talking and talking. There's no end to it. Two things here. Number one, you learn the nuances of your startup entrepreneurship here, right? You can two things we can offer you. One thing is the mentoring, and second thing is wonderfully seen yourself yesterday how networking can help, right? Right in the spur of the moment, the networking on the logging on two events promised, the franchise in the Bangalore by Ruchika promised to Sai. What else can we ask for? So that is the purpose of this platform, is to promote the self-entrepreneurship, and we want the people who are going to count tomorrow as the entrepreneurs, providing jobs, creating wealth for the nation, and contributing to the GDP of the nation, and contributing handsomely in achieving the target of $5 trillion economy by 2025 as laid down in Parliament. I wish the event all the very best. Thank you so much and wish you all the very best, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, General Saab. Coincidentally, today is our 48th episode of the event since COVID, and we'll be celebrating our 50th episode on 2nd of November, where we intend to launch another unified platform exclusively for this millet value chain. And of course, more of these things I would like to invite Mr. Satnarayan and Naki say a few words about our initiative and also give an introduction about today's proceedings. Over to you, Satya.
Thank you, Mr. Partha. Okay. First of all, thank you so much, India Startup 360, for giving me this opportunity for being a co-organizer for this event. See, this is a very great platform where I see which connects. It's a bottom-up initiative. The government of India is trying to do a top-down initiative of promoting, creating awareness, and giving the health benefits. This is a bottom-up initiative which India, Mr. Partha, has taken for connecting all the entrepreneurs with the government bodies like Indian Institute of Millet Research, APEDA, okay, NABARD, NAVIC, and everything to ensure that they get in, to ensure that the entrepreneurs get the handholding, okay, from all these people to grow in their business and expand. Okay, so this is a one platform which I can say a bottom-up platform which has evolved successfully and it will continue to evolve as best as possible to achieve this nation-building activity. Yes, sir. Yes.
Thank you, Satya. So, can you introduce some of the new guests today so that Nike,
Sure.
it will be very apt for the audience also to how they are going to value at today's session?
Definitely, sir, definitely. First of all, I would like to introduce Mr. Abhay Tiwari, okay, Victory Sales Corporation. It is not just an introduction, it is a thanksgiving for him in this global platform, okay, because it is through him which I learned the art and the skill of distribution channel, okay, either retail distribution or modern trade or e-commerce distribution by sitting in his warehouse and working for him. Okay, I remember 5 years back when I brought the Lala's Health Mix Satyamavu from Chennai, and I wanted to set up the market in Pune. So it is through him. He has been my mentor in the distribution business. Thank you so much, sir.
So, few quick words, sir.
Abhay, you're on mute.
Tiwari sir, please
Sir.
unmute and few quick words.
Yeah, so I am very close friend of Satya. Basically, I am a sales professional. I have worked for PepsiCo, for RPG, for Polyplex, and a couple of more startups. And in all my assignments, I have been from right from drawing board to market and brand success. This I did for almost 25 years. Some of the brands to name is Tropicana. The first pack in India was launched by I was a part of the team who launched first
Tetra
pack
Pak.
of
Tetra
Tetra
Pak.
Pak. Prior to that, there was a brand On Juice which we launched, and that also from the very first pack. First day of market, and I was part of that team. 5 6 back because of circumstances, I decided to do something for my own, and because I knew only sales, I started FMCG distribution. Currently, we are distributing baby diapers and organic product. You would have heard 24 Mantra. It is an organic brand. It is produced and manufactured by Srista bio-natural product, and we distribute to e-commerce platform, modern trade, retail distribution, and that is a small introduction I have.
Tiwari
I am in sales and have been doing sales throughout my career.
Yeah.
So that's what when I met Satya, I said that come and join, and I also learned something from you, which is not my field, and so this is the way our association started.
Learning, of course, is an ongoing process all through your life. Rather, either you learn yourself or others will make you to learn. That is the best thing. Sir, one quick question I wanted to ask you. See, you have been doing with a lot many MNCs and FMCG giants.
Correct.
How do you foresee the potentiality of a typical Indian-born millet product internationally? Of course, you have done a little bit of modern trade of Satya's product in Dorabji and other counters. My question is with respect to today's context.
Right.
So, how do you foresee that the acceptance will be there in the international market?
Sir, this I've been discussing with Satya sir for a long time. So there are 2 3 most critical element we need to have for any product to become successful. The one is the product has to be good. When you say good, it doesn't mean it tastes good. For few people, it may taste good. For you, it may not.
It will not.
But end of the day, the offering in product that has to be really good. Really good means it offers value for that money.
Quite
Now
true.
the value can be taste, value can be health benefit, the value can be what statement you create with the product, but what you claim that has to be 100% with the product. That is the first thing. And when you say millet, I have been talking to Satya sir that this millet based, we have been doing with noodle Satya and some other product, but the offering, the proposition in product is really good. There is nothing which is not said in the product, and as long as you maintain that, it has to succeed. That is the first thing. So millet as a category, I see it is good for health, it is good for people. There is a what you offer to consumer, that consumer gets it, whether it is health benefit or whether it is taste or whether it is quantity or whether it is quality. So that way I say that is the reason I got interested with Satya, because you can't make a false statement here.
Correct.
You can't offer a false thing to consumer, because millet itself is a very auspicious product. Apart from it's a commodity, within commodity, it is the most value offering product. So that is one. I'm very raw to this platform, but that is my understanding, and that is why I joined Satya.
Excellent. Excellent.
The second thing is how you distribute it. you know, uh, uh, what is your market penetration strategy? You know, is it rightly distributed? Rightly distributed is not over distributed or under distributed, but the rightly distributed is a process. You know, it's a one step we have to
I agree.
reach there. But if that process is right, then let me tell you, selling is a science. And as long as we follow that science, the success has to come. And for me, success of Satya is a great achievement for myself also. Because he's matured enough to listen, and I knew something, so we discussed. And so these are the 2-3 things we need to always keep in mind. As long as you are honest towards your consumer in your product and in your statement,
Consumer
so
will be honest.
is delivered. We will succeed. There is no there is no way anybody can fail in that. So that is my poor learning in entire my 27 years of career.
Excellent.
That whatever you offer, even if it is good, you say that it is not good for. If it is good, say good. If it is not good, say not good. There are consumers to buy that.
Correct.
So that principle we have to always keep in and move with that.
Excellent.
I think it has a great future, and I'm very excited.
Okay.
Whenever I get time, we talk and we discuss about.
Yeah. With one last question, we'll just close this particular talk. Of course, we'll come back to you later on. How is the response there at counters like Dorabji? It is typically a Parsi-driven shop, more or less.
Yeah, within Pune, when you see the different market, you know, retail market, standalone, modern trade, organized modern trade, or e-commerce, or institutions, Horeca. Within that, Dorabji is one outlet, which is by their business strategy, they keep a wide range of product, and they have a very wide range of customer also. And Satya, I think we have very good number at Dorabji.
Okay.
The acceptance is very good.
I think that outlet gives us maximum sales in Pune.
Oh,
All the four outlets of Dorabji's, yeah.
Okay.
And the second thing is, when you claim that your product is successful to Dorabji, it is heard at different platforms.
Correct. You are,
for example, if
a
I
line,
go to Big
a
Basket,
line apart. You are.
If I go to Big Basket, or if I go to, say, any e-commerce platform, and I say that it is successful to Dorabji, and these are my numbers, this is the way product has moved, and these are the efforts we have put in Dorabji, that is heard. So
Any amount of little amount of promotion or whatever it is done there, it's only the product.
There are various tools, sir. There are 1,000 tools to do it. You know, but in what stage of product we are, we have to draw our strategy according to that. But at the entry level, if the product is successful in the Raji, product means I'm saying brand, I'm saying the product, physical product inside, the repeat response of consumer, it is a success story. That's what I feel, and that gives us encouragement to go further distribution. Satya, am I right?
Excellent.
Yeah,
excellent. No, I agree with you because I am also very closely working with all modern trade counters across India, for that matter.
Right. So Dorabji is an endorsement, sir.
Yeah, I know.
If the product is successful at Dorabji, you can always claim it at different platforms.
Very good. Satya, next invitee, please.
Sir, Mr. Kandan, okay, so he's there. Please unmute, sir. Kandan has been my positivity coach. Okay, he's the president of VNI Superstars chapter Chennai. Okay, and very close mentor of mine. Okay, he's the one who finds positive things in any situation. When I'm down, I go to him. He takes the positive out of me and he gives me energy. So, Kannan sir, back to you.
Again, good evening to all. Thank you very much for come and support me. I think he may be in the positive mode. That's the thing. Is in and around of that type of people with the with Satya. Okay.
Go ahead, sir.
Because a lot of noise, background, heavy noise is there.
I think with Satya only. Yeah, can you please? Yeah, please. And also Mr. Maniyappillai.
Yes, sir.
Can you mute your
Yes, sir.
can you mute your mic for a while, sir?
Thank you so much for all your love and support. Now perfectly all right.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Fine. I love people first of all. I respect people. That's the main reason I can find the positivity in anywhere, any situation also. That's why my friend introduced like that only. I want to share my journey. I don't know about the agenda or expecting any questions. I don't know. Just I want to share two things. Then you can ask anything. I'm ready to.
Definitely.
Fine.
It's only a formal introduction.
Fine. Right. What I do means you can understand. Then you can raise any more thing. I'm doing the factory insurance solutions for the past 22 years, residing in Chennai. Background is bank assurance. Previously, I was done the bank assurance executive. That's the thing that I find out a lot of mistakes happen in the bank assurance. We want to rectify things. We entered in the area. This is my background of my profession. And networking. I associate with a lot of forums. Why? Because of I love people. First thing. And second thing is, whenever in the business needs networking is most important. And who are give the respect people and who are ready to handle the human resources in any business. This is a fundamental area. So I am learning, keep on learning also. And there is God's grace and all the people's support. A lot of leadership positions came to me and obeying, and I try to level my best. I'm doing. This is my intro. I hope I don't want to exhaust it.
Thank you, Mr. Kannan. We'll come back to you once when the presentations are over. Yeah, next guest Satya.
Thank you.
Mr. Kalyan Velanki. Okay. Kalyan, can you unmute Kalyan? You're on mute. Kalyan, you're on mute.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Kalyan is my very good friend. Okay. And he is my inspiration for doing a lot of things in Millet. He is my Millet inspiration. Okay. He is the one who has got 3 patents. Okay. From the Intellectual Property of India. 2018 National Award winner for Rural Development. Okay. For his contribution for that malt machine, and certificate from ICRISAT for high resistance. Over to you, Kalyan. So you are the Millet king.
Yeah, not like that, sir. Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, we are the company where we want to bring all the food into the millets. And now what we call as a junk food, like noodles, pastas, wafers, chips, biscuits, everything. Now we have converted everything into a millet and as well as a gluten-free product. Means the millet should be at least 70% in all the products. And we are giving to so many companies because we are the R&D companies mainly, and we are into the market also, but we don't want to bring any like duplicates or anything. That's the reason if anyone who has the brands, I'm ready to give it to them to sell that, because everyone is looking for their markets mainly. That's the reason we are giving to them also, sir.
Okay, great.
Yeah, and we have 3 patents, and one is on the breads and cake, and one is on the biscuits, and one is on the wafers and chips as well as.
Okay. When you say breads, is it the regular bread or any?
Yeah, millet bread and the millet cake also, sir.
Okay.
And now we can make even with pani, puri or whatever we call. We can call now the chef farmer as an alternative of wheat and maida. We can bring with the millets, everything.
Sure. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Kalyan.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kalyan.
Yes, sir. Next in line.
Sir, Mr. Srinivasan Purushottam, okay, from FXI Logistics, kindly unmute, sir. He's my export consultant. Okay, he's a part of my office, my organization, my business, and he takes care of all the export. I'm very honored to have him here in the platform. Where he can answer any questions related to exports. Over to you, sir. Srini, sir.
Few quick words.
Thank you, Mr. Satya. Thank you for the opportunity, and I'm so excited to meet you all in this Sunday. Let me introduce about myself. My name is Srinivasan Purushothaman. I'm the principal consultant of this FXI Logistics Limited. We are in this export-import logistics trade last 29 years. This is my background, and let me explain about our business services. We will manage all the export-import logistics operations on behalf of our clients who all are involved in this trade, and 60% reduce the cost compared to the market price. This is one of our area. This is very close to my heart also. And our specialty is we can help to our clients to help to connect the right buyers in foreign countries. That is our added advantage of this.
Excellent, excellent. I think all of our friends who are making the products will be benefited with your presence today. Thank you, Srinivas. We'll come back to you a little later.
Thank you, Mr. Partha. Thank you.
Anybody else, Satya? Gina.
Miss Gina Huja, yeah. Gina, can you please unmute?
Yeah, good evening, everyone. I am a nutritionist. I am very close to the brand as it made me contact Mr. Satya because I love giving people and my clients refer his products to my clients. And usually I associate with the brand so much. I was looking for these noodles everywhere, and as you know, there are many millet noodles and products available in the market, but the problem is that most of these products, they usually claim to be millet based, but the quantity is very less. So what I really relate to the brand is not just the taste, but how authentic they are in terms of mentioning the ingredients and everything else on the packet, and being very true to the millet percentage in the brand.
Okay, how sweet. Thank you, Gina. Please stay with us, and we'll have more Q&A sessions in time to come. So, anybody left, Satya?
I see Mr. Arun Sundaraman joining. Sir, you're there, sir?
Arun Sundar Raman.
Yes, Satya, I'm there. Glad to be here, and great to see you and your entire team, and your partners, ecosystem players, everyone. A great topic. Just listening. I'm a novice on this topic, except being a consumer. So just want to listen in and get to know more about this.
Okay. Just to tell about Arun, one line. See, Arun is my first boss in one of the largest consulting company in the world.
Okay.
Arun heads the global healthcare analytics for the world's largest consulting company. Okay, he's a PhD in healthcare analytics. That's it,
excellent, sir. Excellent. Yeah,
he's my first boss, still my boss.
Boss is always right. Boss is always right. Yeah, I have privilege in inviting Dr. Pichai from Malaysia. Though he's a lawyer by profession, he's very energetic and powerful business associate, and he also nurtures a huge community of PIOs sitting there at Malaysia, and he support a lot of Indian startups over there to get connected to the people. So, few quick words from you, Dr. Pichai, please. Can you unmute, Dr. Pichai? You need to unmute, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, we are able to hear. Please go ahead.
Good evening to all of you. Good evening to all of you. It's a great pleasure for being invited to participate in your program. And I've been observing and monitoring all the speakers. And millet is something, a unique product to be said. And as a promoter for Indian manufactured products to Malaysia, and I'm the Malaysian business ambassador, which is connecting all the Indian entrepreneurs and business people to Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore, and Asia. I'm very, very much pleased to say here that it is a beautiful product, and as Gina has just said, it's more nutritional. So nutritional is an essential for every human because we are taking all junks. So if something, but it is something new in Malaysia because very rarely we hear about millets in Malaysia. I don't know about Singapore, but Malaysia, in fact, something new. But nevertheless, we can promote this product in a matter of time, and hope you have a very big market in Malaysia. And as a Malaysian business ambassador, connecting all Indian business people, and with brother Partha Saradi, who's well known to me, a very nice gentleman who has been promoting a lot of Indian entrepreneurs and introducing to me them. So with that, I hope we can jointly collaborate and do a lot of new business, and we can introduce into the Asian market as well. Because I've got my links with Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, and also Australia. So with that, I feel that I'm listening. I'm
Thank you.
listening to all of you.
Thank you, Dr. Pichai. You are so humble. So I just would like to invite one last gentleman, Gopi Malasis. Can you unmute and introduce yourself? I'm not able to place you, but still, can you unmute Gopi ji?
Guna Sekran.
Papre, your name shows Gopi Malasis, sir. I was a bit confused.
Taparta, Guna Sekran.
No, that is there, but your name showed Gopi Malasis. That's why I'm a bit confused. So I'm extremely sorry. And gentlemen, here the main charm of the evening, Mr. Gunasekaran Rangarajan is the president of General Organization of People of Indian Origin of Malaysia, and he nurtures a lot of business councils also, and very proactively supports all the Indian entrepreneurs, and we have a huge community of Gopio. So I think with this link we'll be able to travel very comfortably all through the Southeast Asia and part of Australia, and more places also. Of course, France has joined our group there recently, and of course, UK people are there with us in the form of Mr. Uh, Vijay Kumar Devarajan and Mr. Shivalkar, and so on. Of course, Mahen Ponnaswamy spoke to me in the morning, and they said they are busy with this Deepavali presentation. So, few quick words from you, Guna, about the products and also the process, how we can support the Indian manufacturers exclusively for this millet products.
Okay, Vanakkam, Namaste. Let me be bit frank here. This millet is a new name they are using now, terms, I believe. Okay, it has been in the market for a very long time. Even in Malaysia, past 20 years, this product is coming in different names, especially for those having diabetics. Okay, for your information, about 10 years ago, we wanted to bring in some products to do dosa, Italy, so on, so forth. The problem in Malaysia, even those are in diabetics or having some what you call a health problem, they are not really keen. Okay, there's a lot of awareness has to be created by using this product. For a while they will use it. After that, they go back to rice. I don't know. They have tried So it's like we given. I just spoke to 2 traders just now. I wanted them to come in. They told us simply that the awareness is not there. I don't know how to create awareness. The obesity, diabetes patients are also growing in Malaysia like other countries. But we have this. I don't know how are we going to handle this issue. That's one thing that we have to do it. Okay, creating awareness and then making sure this product goes to the right consumers. How are we going to this kind of niche market, niche product? And I'm not sure you guys have the expertise to help us if at all we want to market in this. I'm talking about Malaysia. I'm not sure about other countries. It is a beautiful product. In 2023, we know that millet is going to be United Nations going to proclaim as year of millet or something like that. In fact, even Gopio aside, we were trying to promote this in next year or the following year in bigger level, But by saying that promoting is one method, but it the consumer need to consume. Otherwise, the strategy
It's a
going to
waste.
fail.
Quite true.
So what are the strategy? I think you have the expertise. You guys are expert. So you got to enlighten us and how to go. This is my frank opinion. Thank you very much.
No, no, definitely. That is the main motto of this entire session. You will be in for a surprise, and you are definitely going to have more varieties of millet products over here. Forget about idli and dosa. That is a very basic product. We have quite a huge variety of even noodles and pastas, and we have been discussing in the past 6 days now. Today is the seventh day that we are discussing. And I want to have two quick questions, one from Mr. Kalyani and one from Raja Ramachandran. They are raised hands. Yes, Mr. Kalyani, please.
Yes, sir. There are so many products like which are made up of millets.
Yeah.
Now we have wafers, chips, millet chips, and as well as biscuits. And because all these are having a patents, and where these all patents were done with the help of ICRISAT mainly. It's a UNO organization. I think everyone knows that.
Yeah. Satya will be
And
giving a detailed presentation upon that.
yeah,
If
and we
any,
have so many products. We can now call it as an alternative of wheat and maida. We have every product which is made up of millet. Even if you talk about ice creams, we can make the cones with the millets. And if you talk about the Kit Kat or the Perk, we can make wafer with the millets. In that way, now we have every product with the millets.
no, why
It's not
wafers,
only
sir?
idli
Why
or dosa.
wafers? Why wafers? Even the ice cream has been made with millet milk that we will be discussing, and there will be a presentation on the concluding day because we want to end
Yeah.
it with a dessert. So that presentation is there on Tuesday. So please do join with us. Yeah, Mr.
Okay.
Raja Ramachandran, can you just unmute and put forth your question?
Hi, I'm from Singapore, basically.
Yeah.
This is the first time I'm joining this meeting, and one of the things is that we do get millet-based products in Singapore because some of the importers are, bringing the goods here. I mean, be it noodles or whatever it is. I mean, in Tamil, we call it as sirudhaniyam, actually. The
Yes,
sirudhaniyam அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம்.
Quite true.
So it is quite popular in Singapore, at least. Then I'm basically a chartered accountant, and some of my clients are also, importing it. And of course, we are in the process of setting up e-commerce platform and a sort of marketplace wherein we are going to market the products. I'd like to know more about, what are the products you got to offer, and so that there could be a collaboration. And of course, I brought into the meeting by one of my friends who are in the Gopio, Mr. Ganesan. Yeah, so he's the one who forwarded me the link.
Okay.
And he told me to, please join this.
Thanks. So kind of you, Mr. Ramchandran, for joining us. And of course, I'll brief you towards the end of the concluding session of the day. We have lot many things to offer, and that is the main agenda of the event. So please do stay with us, and thank you, gentlemen, for your valuable time, and please do stay with us for the next 40 minutes or so. And now, without wasting much time, I now call upon Satya to brief some of the interesting products and also, if possible, the presentation, and give your pricing strategy, and also unveil the strategy to promote the market globally. What is there in our mind, and what is our mission, and how we are going to achieve it.
Sure.
Over to
Thank you,
Satya,
sir.
please.
Thank you, sir. So I have a presentation I would like to
Please.
share. So I work in two devices, sir. Mine for my daughter's laptop.
No problem.
I'm sharing. Okay.
Anusuya Satyanarayanan.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
My screen is visible.
Yes, sir, it's visible. Please.
So I have structured this presentation into 3 sessions. I'll go very quickly because I'm expecting that the discussions after this is going to be a longer time. So I'll quickly finish this. The first session is about millets. Okay, generally the origin, what are the types of millets, what is the market share of millets in India, top selling brands. Then the second session talks about the millet noodles. Okay, instant millet noodles. What are the types of noodles? And I will share you the manufacturing process. There is a small video from my factory and how we have improved on the quality and all. Okay, ISO certifications and where we are going towards a CMM level 5. Okay, and then the global good agriculture practice at the farms. All these things I'll quickly share. And about the millet nutritional values and the benefits, I will hand it over to Gina so that she can share from her point of view what are the real benefits which she is seeing with her customers who are the patients when she is recommending and giving millet as the one of the diet for different ailments which they have. Okay. Then last we talk about the export opportunities of millets, millet noodles. What are the pricing structure? Okay, and we'll also talk about a case study of the pricing structure for the Singapore market, which we have worked on. This is about the agenda. So I'm just without wasting any time going into session 1 about noodles. What are noodles? Okay, noodles are a type of food made from unleavened dough. Okay, which is rolled first. You roll it, you mix it with water. Okay, you roll it flat and then cut it and then stretch it or extrude it into long strips or strings. Okay, that is noodles. If it is for an immediate usage, you can refrigerate it and then you can share it. Okay, so that for any restaurants we want to serve nearby without what is that? Without drying and anything, you can just start using it immediately. Or if you wanted to use it for a longer shelf time, then you have to remove the water content, moisture content, dry it, and then store it for future use. This is how noodles has been used in the world so far. Anybody, if you want, I'll go fast. If anybody has a question, you can type it and put your hand. Okay, where Mr. Patsardi can let me know, because I'm not looking into the chat boxes. I'm just focusing only on the presentation. See, this is the origin of noodles. Okay, different stories where it is originated. Oldest evidence for 4,000 years before in China. Okay, and also from the Han Dynasty. Okay, and you can see noodles from I think almost across the all civilizations. Okay, across the globe. Sorry, Mediterranean countries, okay, Greek, Palestinians, okay, Arabic, Semolina, and it started from say second century onwards. Okay, so this is the history of the origin of noodles. The types of noodles, okay. In India, probably we know only about the instant and the Hakka noodles, but as across the globe, okay, mostly in the Chinese and Japanese cuisines market, there are 7 to 8 different types of noodles. The egg noodles, okay, that's the most famous variety. Then the ramen noodles, okay, this is the Japanese interpretation of the egg noodles. Udon, udon noodles, so white wheat flour Japanese noodles, available in different shapes and thickness. You have soba noodles, in the North Japanese cuisine. And then mung bean thread noodles. See, I used to get call from different buyers. Do you have glass noodles? I wonder, I said, what is that? Okay. Now, when I'm doing some research for this particular session to understand what are the different noodles available in the world, then so this glass noodle is nothing but it's a transparent noodle made of mung bean thread noodle. Okay. So the good thing is that when you cook it, it becomes transparent. Okay. And even it expands or puff. Okay. Upon frying. And there are other two noodles. Okay. So which is the Hokkien noodles and the Shirataki noodles. So these are the various other types of noodles apart from the noodles which we know from India. So this is the noodles market share in India. Okay, this is the information picked up from Google only. 93.66 billion Indian rupee. Okay, in 2017. That means, if I'm right, 936 crores Indian rupee is the market value for instant noodle in India, and it is expected to expand at 5.6% in the next 5 years. That is the forecast which is given. So currently, Nestle enjoys the highest market share, 60%, followed by ITC brand. So these are the highest selling noodles in India. Okay, I love Maggi. Okay, and Sunfeast, Deep Ching, Nar Soupy noodles, Patanjali Atta, Nissin, Foodles of Horlicks, Top Ramen. I'm going to session 2, which is the going to talk about millet noodles. See, why millet noodle? Because of different reasons, which our other people have spoken in the earlier days. Because of the green revolution, food scarcity. Now it has become nutritional security, malnutrition. So all these things now. So millet is the go-to food. Okay, at least for the next 10 to 20 years, according to me. And how can we give noodles, okay, millet form? That's what we are going to see in this session. These are different names of millets, okay, and their corresponding names in different Indian languages: Tamil, Hindi, Marathi, Kannada, Malayalam, Telugu. Now, let me show you a video, okay, that talks about how it is manufactured in the factory. Just 1 second, please. Starting a video. This is from our factory where after mixing the dough, it is put inside the roller. It's a zigzag roller. We have 4 rollers. So from the roller, we have the cutter that cuts in, okay, and the noodles are manufactured here. And then it goes into a steamer. We don't oil fry, we steam fry. Steam fry it at 105 degrees centigrade. And finally, after steam frying, the noodles will be cut automatically and comes out at 175 grams is the is the cake, is the weight of the single noodle. Okay. Hope you have enjoyed the factories video. Going back to the presentation. Now, I would like to talk about this quality control process. Okay, about this millets. See, we are the ones who started making millet noodles 7-8 years back in India in our factory, Coimbatore. We, like any other company, okay, when we entered into millet from Maida, we had lots of challenges, okay, in terms of what is the, because we don't add any preservatives, how is the, how to increase the quality, how to increase the shelf life. We worked on so many issues, okay. We had many challenges because there were no standards of the parameters that needs to be tracked for the output of the product. And then we have to arrive at some standards and then identify the upper control limit and lower control limit of the values for the parameters that needs to be measured for the product outcome, and whether those parameters are constant or we need to fluctuate. So we can see only there are two things. One is standard, keeping it in the lab. Second thing is when it goes to market and if there is any issue. So we have seen the maximum issues and we have reduced defects to less than 1%. Okay, in terms of quality, and a few years back we had nearly 10% of issues as products as defects. Okay, then when we set the process, we set the parameters, and now we are less than 1%. Okay, of issues, and this was implemented at one premise in Chennai. Okay, the quality control, and the results were given back to the factory in Coimbatore, and the Coimbatore factory was doing corrective and preventive action. So this was an exercise for a few years back, and you can see that the date. Yesterday there was a follow-up audit after 2 years by ISO, and it has been given us the certification. Yes, that this company is still following the quality management standards, and they have renewed our quality control certification, the BMQ, the international company. Now, talking about the health benefits of millets, okay, these are there. All these things are in words which is available in the presentation, but now I would like to stop for some time and hand it over to Ms. Gina Ahuja so that she can practically explain the health benefits of by practically giving it to her patients, what results she has seen. Okay, I'll pause now and back to Gina, please. Gina, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So basically, we started. What are millets? Millets are a group of highly variable, small seeded grasses, widely grown around the world as cereal crops or grains. So now the question comes that why do we need to include millets in our diet? In recent times, we have seen lifestyle diseases like diabetes and obesity with their accompanying complications, right? So one of the main causes for this aggravation is the food we consume. So if we look into our diets closely, we'll find three main nutrients that will be fat, salt, and sugar. The staple food in India was and has been millet, but now the shift and the trend has been majorly to rice and wheat. So we want to shift that trend to millets because they have variety of nutritional benefits. Now each millet, as you can see on the screen, has different nutrient profiles, but majorly they all have few common traits, like they are rich in dietary fiber, they help lower blood glucose levels and improve insulin responses. They regulate digestion. They manage diabetes and obesity, right? So they have low glycemic index. Glycemic index is the natural found sugar in a substance. So it is really diabetic friendly and they are naturally gluten free. So people with celiac diseases can also consume millets. Essential amino acids. They are the proteins and the basic building blocks of our cells and structure. They are good source of vitamins and they aid in weight loss and boost immunity. So, becoming fit is in the hope of becoming fit that we've started consuming superfoods that are trending in the West. You can say like wheatgrass, matcha, cranberry, quinoa, and avocado, etc. Now, we are very indifferent to the goodness of our own food. So, millets are going to be the next generation smart food. So if I talk about these millets, I have few packets here. I would like to show how I recommend these to my clients. I have these Haka packet with me. The instant ones are not available with me right now, and I have the pasta ones. So what do I do is for the instant ones, I usually recommend it to my clients like they have regular instant noodles like Maggi and everything. And the response I'm getting is that they cannot even make out difference in this brand and the normal Maggi brand. And that is very surprising. And people like when they taste it and try it, they opt to choose the healthier version rather than the regular Maggi. So the regular Maggi, the packaging is very deceptive. They have even the oats one is more maida rather than the oats, and even the atta ones they do have more refined flour than the atta. So with this brand, we know it's more than 70% millet, and people they love the taste. And the Hakka noodles we like to prepare in the normal. I don't use a taste maker with this one. I like to prepare it with the Asian style to go with my vegetables and whatever I'm eating. And we have millet pastas here as well, and we use them with making them like a normal pasta in any form, be it arrabbiata, pesto, or spinach pasta, and they work very well with my clients. I've seen people with lower insulin levels and the people with diabetes also love them absolutely. Like their health benefits are amazing. Over to you, Satya sir.
Thank you so much, Gina. Thank you so much
Yes,
for your.
Satya, I want to add some more thing with the for the
Hey, go ahead.
millets.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the millets have more of resistant starch. Now, where we call the resistant starch, which goes into the large intestine and produce probiotics, and now what we are calling as a immunity, where it increases your disease immunity fighting structure in this. That's the reason we have to take the millets, because most of the products do not have all these things. When you eat maida products or anything, nothing goes into the large intestine. Everything is mixed into the blood, and it increases the blood levels. Because normally when we are having any of these products, we have to see what is the total starch, and what is the resistant starch, and what is the rapidly digestive starch, and what is slowly digestive starch. Here in the millets, it's equally spread in the millets. That's the reason we can produce more of probiotics in our body, where now all this immunity comes because of probiotics only in the body, the fighting with the diseases and all this. If it happened before 60 to 70 years back, this corona, Indians would have faced it's much more easier than now, because they have more of probiotics in their body. Why we are having like curd and all this? Because of probiotics. That is also there in the millets, where it increases the probiotics in our body levels. Okay, thank you, Satya. You can take.
Thank you, Kalyan, for the additional information. And quick question to Gina. See, what were the ailments your clients were suffering from, and when you were recommending millet noodles and pastas to them?
Okay, so
What was the
I
results?
do have clients who have diabetes, and there are clients who suffer from multiple problems, like they have insulin resistance and um, pancreatic growth. So I've seen people just hold on. So people with multiple acute pancreatitis. So people like this, they cannot have refined flours, and we have to be very strict with the thing they consume. So with millets, what happens is the body digests it differently than the refined flours. So we need to increase the digestion of a certain grain, so that the insulin is not instantly released in the body. So people with diabetes and acute pancreatitis and people with celiac diseases who have to have gluten-free diets, it's been a major shift towards their entire eating habits. For example, I've witnessed clients telling me that they've missed out on eating instant Maggie for since past so many years. Still, I recommended your brand. So people, they don't really shift to millet so easily till they find a comfort food they've been familiar with. So they've been accepting these noodles like with a very welcoming heart, and they're seeing results with their diet.
Right. Thank you, Gina. Okay, going back to the presentation. So this is the upcoming plans and the plan setup. What we have currently in the market is the one which we can give 50% nutritional values of millets. Okay, remaining 50% is whole wheat. People can get 50% nutritional values through the products from different brands which are available in the market, which are manufactured at our premise in Coimbatore. Now, we have also, because of the demand from different customers, okay, where they are looking for, say, for people, especially Gina was saying, with celiac disease, where some people they are not supposed to eat even wheat also, so they are looking for the 100% millets. So for that, so we have done a lot of research. One is through the premix from Chef Farmer from Kalyan. So we've taken and we have mixed it and we have made it khakras. Okay, so gluten-free khakras, and which is there in the market. Okay, with 4-5 brands manufactured at our premise in Vadaki. We are also trying with other technology providers for the gluten-free premix. Okay, so now the plan is for the noodles part. We are going to put a plant, especially in Pune, in Vadaki, where we have already putting a specific gluten-free plant for kakra. So next to that will be for noodles, and where we are tying up with farmers. Okay, since Pune being the center point, Sangli is where we are procuring bajra, which is called kambar, and jawar solam at Baramati, and ragi at Nashik. We are signing up MOUs with farmers and FPOs, and we are also visiting the farms and encouraging the FPOs and farmers to implement good agriculture practice. So overall consolidation of around 20 acres for a monthly requirement of 10 metric tons. Approximately the yield per acre is 5 quintals per acre is the yield per farm. So we are looking for around 10 metric tons. So 20 acres of farms consolidated from these 3 regions, and implementing grower maturity model at the farms, and right from the farm till storage, till logistics, till to the factory. And the CMM level 5I process is what we are defining by closely working with IMR and APEDA. Once we finalize those parameters and the threshold values, then every product which goes out of the factory will have the parameters recorded. Okay, recorded for every product, and the product which is made from this factory will have a special label saying that the grains are from the farm in this geolocation, which follows good agriculture practice, which is audited and approved by international bodies like BMQ. Same way, the factory premise will be audited for CMM level 5 IE processes. And as Dr. Arun Sundaraman knows, I've been working on CMM level 5 IE processes across different other industries. Okay, so here is the first time you're using the skills to map to a millet food product manufacturing company and implementing it. Okay, so these are the plans for the upcoming plans for Pune, where this will be especially for export oriented unit for kakras and noodles. Okay, so with this, I'm starting the session on export opportunities in noodles. Okay, so and I will let you know about the few rates. Okay, and then give it to my colleague Mr. Srinivasan Purushothaman, who can talk about different container charges and other things. So, see, we have priced our ex-factory price, especially for noodles. I will talk because today is the day for noodles. Ex-factory base price is around half a US dollar, for an instant millet noodle of 175 grams that can serve 4 people. Okay, the output when you cook it, 3 to 4 people can have good food. So with the 50% of nutritional values, we are giving at half a dollar or less than that. In Indian rupee, I will say it is around, say, 32 to 35 rupees. So that means 4 people can eat at an ex-factory price of, say, 32 rupees, produce ex-factory rate, plus we can give FOB either in Chennai or Tuticorin or Mumbai, whichever is needed. Usually our clients take it at FOB from these ports, okay, and they use their existing containers en route. But if you want, we can arrange containers in Chennai or Tuticorin. Okay. So with this, for further telling about different the strengths from our export perspective, I will just hand this over to Mr. Srinivasan. He can talk about some of the export related things. Srini sir, back to you. Over to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Over my the due diligence with this millet, I could be able to see phenomenal opportunities in US, Europe, and Middle East countries. Okay. So, am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're
Yes,
audible.
sir. Yes, you are. You are.
Yeah. So I'm inviting you. In fact, any questions related to the logistics, how I can help you all. You can shoot with me the questions. I can able to answer the things.
Mr. Srinivas, I just would like to hold for a couple of minutes over here, because I have a quick question with Mr. Tiwari. Because Satya was explaining about various aspects with respect to price comparison, and the other main issue was acceptance with respect to quality. Okay, so I just want to have a few quick comments from Mr. Tiwari. Tiwari ji,
yes,
yes, sir. You have any specific question?
Yes,
or,
sir. I have a specific question to you. See,
yes, sir.
you have faced the competition there in the counter like Dorabji with
Correct.
all the brands. Name
Correct.
any brand it was there, be it your
Yeah,
Nissan
yeah,
or
yeah.
Maggie or Ramdev, whatever it is. Okay, it
Right.
is there. So,
Right.
how do you feel the your rather percentage of sale over there? Any bit rough calculation you did with respect to, or what is the average quantity you are able to sell it over there? Because I want to understand the market sentiment. How is the acceptance? It is, I think, more or less 2 years now that the product is available over there.
Okay, you have that number right now? I don't
Yeah. See, roughly See, there are 4 counters in Durabji in Pune.
I know.
Each counter sells around roughly 100 to 120 packets per month.
That is 175 kgs.
175 grams, yeah.
175 grams. Sorry.
Yeah, 175 grams into 100. Yeah, correct.
So, any feedback from the company itself? Maybe they said that okay, comparatively this is moving better or that is moving better.
Sir, one good thing is that see in Durabji's the purchase order process is very well computerized, documented.
I know.
And yeah, so even if the salesman doesn't go there also, they automatically send
mail the orders.
mail to the distributor. Okay, so our distributor is a different distributor who's giving to Durabji's, but one thing which I have seen, especially I wanted to answer this earlier itself, but I missed it. Mr. Abhay knows it. Okay, so we have been distributing different millet products. Okay, like from health mix to atta rava, 24 mantra and all. But when the noodle came in the market, millet noodle, it has a pull in the market. Okay, we don't have to see me. Abhay has seen me standing in front of Healthy Harvest and doing sampling of chukku kapi and health mix. Okay, I used to make from my home, then give it to the customers who are coming to the shop, or at least call people going on the road, come here, take it. This is the product. But but when I placed noodle in the counter, see, there is no promotion is required. Okay, when people look at the noodle and look at the health benefits, automatically things starts selling there. So that is an advantage of noodles compared to other type of products.
Okay. मतलब you weigh equally. 400 packets put together is not that big quantity, but still yes, as a new brand, it is definitely an encouraging factor, I would say.
Sir, may I add something?
Is it something close to say 40,000 rupees turnover per month or so?
Yes, sir.
Rupee value. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Shall I say something?
Yes, sir. Please.
With my experience, when I met Satya first time, it was that same Healthy Harvest counter. I was on my evening walk and I found a gentleman with a night dress, doing sampling. And I said, what this person is doing? Actually, I was wondering. And when I saw his entire product portfolio, in that I found one product, Millet. I think it was one Chennai brand. I don't remember that brand name. Native Food, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
So I suggested Satya that in this noodle, one is this category itself is growing. I have done extensive research on noodle. And the second thing is lot of players are trying to enter multinationals and local players. But nobody is able to meet their desired result. And the reason for that is nobody has innovation in that. Somebody is saying it is 2-minute noodle. Somebody is saying it's instant noodle. Somebody is saying it's masala noodle. Somebody is saying Szechuan noodle. So they are playing in flavoring and cooking process in that space. Millet noodle was one concept which is completely innovative and different from the lot. And I suggested Satya to leave everything and focus on that. So I'm very hopeful that it is a matter of time, and suddenly this category will blow. And it will blow for only one reason, that it has got innovation with health benefit.
Yeah, Gina.
Sir, if I might add, it has health benefits, it has innovation, and the best part is that I believe there are many millet noodles in the market, but nothing comes close to this one in terms of the health benefits, because the millet part being the maximum amount in this one. Like they have millet noodles which says on the packaging that it is millet noodles, but when you get to see the ingredient lists, the nutritional value is not there. So this one definitely needs a big shout out, because there is no millet noodle like this in the market. and this will definitely blow in few years.
One more insight, sir,
Yeah, please.
if time permits.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So when I started organic product distribution 5 years back, we were doing with one customer. I can name the customer. It's a big basket in Pune. Around 1.5 lakhs value business. In 5 years, it has grown 10 times. So last month, my number was 15 lakh only from big basket. My revenue, my sales value.
That is for
So
millet, is it? For the millet.
No. And it has got all millet. It has got millet. It has got organic product.
Okay.
Now, what I'm trying to say is there is a shift in consumer demand.
Okay, no, that prompts
There
me.
is a
That
value.
prompts me to ask the next question to Gina. See, I was about to ask this question to Abhay, but I am putting this question to you straightforward. See, normally what happens if you go to any departmental store, the classification is you will have this QSR food like noodles and other things kept in one row, and say along with that, millet noodles has also gone. But now you say that because of the medicinal benefits and I think no, this has got a cutting edge over the products. Do you think that strategically this should be placed in a separate healthcare segment rather than this food product segment or something like that? What's your opinion on that?
Yes, sir. I do think it should be right next to the healthcare products rather than the. But we are also trying to target the customer who are already purchasing instant noodles. So it's going to be a trial game because we want people who are already in the healthcare. They are interested in their health to pick up these noodles. So it should be in the healthcare section, but also we're trying to target people who are already eating instant noodles. So rather than picking up Maggie or say ramen, they pick up these noodles. They so that they try what these noodles are all about. So we are targeting both the consumers.
What's your take, Abhayji?
No, if I could understand your question, sir, so you were asking that whether this product should be placed in a general category or it should be placed in a special health benefit category in the store. Am I right?
Yes.
My view on this is that it should be placed next to Maggi noodle.
So in that case, would you like to highlight the health benefits in that and then compete on that basis?
You claim it on product. You claim it on product, or you have different modes of communicating that. But understand the consumer. If you understand consumer problem, the problem is that who consumes noodle, people who wants to have ready to cook instant food.
Okay.
Quick meal.
Okay.
Quick meal, and in that, the problem is that it is not good for health. But I don't have any option. Either I'm a bachelor, or we are old people, or there is a time pressure. We have to go morning to office. And if you do complete consumer profiling, you will find that noodle is a solution. For students, for working professionals, for old people, for travelers, everybody.
Okay.
But the problem is there is a negative perceived health benefit.
Okay.
Because of maida, and that is what innovation I have been talking with Satya. That Satya, you work on this.
Okay. So can I conclude that it is junk against junk or something like that?
Let us leave it for consumer to decide.
Okay.
Let us offer.
You're modest. You're modest. Okay.
And place it next to Maggi noodle.
Okay. Fair enough. Thanks. I would like to call Arun Sundaram for a quick word. He has raised hand long back when Gina was presenting it. You can put the question, then I'll go to Krishna Kantawala. Arun, are you there? Mr. Arun? Can you unmute and put your question, sir? I think it's not available. Krishna, you can put your questions.
Namaste everyone. My name is Krishna Kantavala and my company's name is Smart Foods. So I just wanted to sort of intervene and put in a point because I am into similar business. I have my brand by the name of Smart 11, which is available on Amazon, Big Basket, and I've been even exporting. And these are again because when we talk about millet noodles, they are extremely popular amongst all the age categories. And I had been, telling through Dorabji some time back, and I just wanted to talk about this particular incident which you all were discussing right now. When my product was to be placed in Dorabji, I was being categorically asked to put it in the noodles section. Okay, and I spoke to the then buying and merchandising team, and I told them that instead of this, if you are going to put these millet noodles in the section where millets are available, so people who are actually wanting to buy healthy products, when they are buying like millet grains or like power oil millets or any other millet based products, they would now come to know that millet noodles are also available. But somebody who's actually intending to go to the noodle section, wherein you have like almost 30-35 brands, including a lot of international brands of noodles, it is very difficult for a customer to pinpoint and say, oh, there is healthy noodle. Because if you're going to a noodle section wherein you have all, the kimchi and the multiple noodle brands, people know that they're eating unhealthy, but they're eating for the taste of it. And that is the point wherein I decided that when I'm putting my millet noodles, it's not going to be only about the health part, but it's definitely going to be about the taste part. So I actually hired a food technologist, created a taste wherein people do not even realize that, okay, oh, I'm eating a millet noodle in terms of it might not be tasty. That's like a basic apprehension people have. So I've had like a fantastic response to my millet noodles because of not just the health benefit, because they're saying they're more than 50% of millets. They are, there's no oil. They are steamed noodles. It's almost on the same line of what Mr. Raman has been making. And at the same time, taste is something which we've been concentrating without having any additives, any MSG in that. So I
Thank you,
think this
Krishna. Thanks for
discussion
your
was,
clarification. And of course, Gina
yes,
has seconded your opinion. In the interest of time, I just want to call Srinivas so that I just leave it open to the observers like okay, Mr. Ramachandran and of course Gunasekaran and Mr. Pichai to put forth any queries you have with respect to the strategies what was discussed by Srinivas and Satya Raman. First, per se, how did you like the product or any opinion on that? Can I call Mr. Guna to answer the question? Guna, are you there?
Yeah, yes. Good. Okay. Good evening again. Just as what I mentioned earlier, it has to create awareness at this our side. I'm talking about this region, okay, especially Malaysian. We have almost 3 million people of Indian origin in Malaysia, and there are a substantial population of Malaysian also getting obesity and diabetics and chronic disease. Indeed, this is a very good product to be promoted. The issue, the challenges that we may face here is like what I said. How are we going to create awareness? How are we going to make them use this product? It is very challenging for us, especially sometime on the last or after Rusi lama. After using this product, they want to go back to rice. So this is the problem that we face. Probably new product that you have invented like noodles and all that. Probably we can give a try. I'm not very sure how successful is going to be. So I need experts at your side to come over and study the whole market here to analyze, so that you guys, the experts, could give us some hint how to do this market at this region. That is my point of view. Thank you.
Satya, any homework on that?
I've been discussing with Abhay, okay, on that. Yes, see, in India we started from ground zero, okay, or minus. That to 5 years back, okay, from 2013 we started promoting millets, and this millet noodles 5 years back, and there are brands who have penetrated already in Singapore market, in the US market, okay, and also in the UK market. Yes, it is. Yes, as Mr. Gopi said, yes, sort of a study is required for that particular geography, but we can, but we have a lot of case studies from other geographies where the lessons and the experiences can be applied over there. Okay, it is not that we are trying to apply first in the world only in that place. Okay, yes, it can be just, difficult, but it is not impossible.
Yes,
Shall I?
Abhay, please.
Go ahead.
Sir, I'm missing sir name.
Mr. Guna.
Gopi.
Mr. Guna.
Mr. Guna.
So, see, there are one or two indicators you can find out. One is that in your nearby retail counter, can you name which are the noodle brands available?
There's a common one available, yes. All the common one.
Not a Millet. I can say two brands in Singapore market.
No.
Dhaniyam and Millet Magic. Apollo Chellappa is the importer there. Okay. No. Apollo Chellappa. Yeah.
Satya, if I could understand sir's question, he's saying that can millet noodle be successful in Malaysia? Is there question?
No, not millet. I'm talking about not non-millets. We're talking about
He
millets.
says it is not available. He says it is
Millets not available.
Millet not available, no problem. I'm saying noodle is available, no?
Yes.
Noodle, no, Maggie and all that, yes.
Maggi is available.
Yeah, those are common available. Ramen.
Top ramen is available.
Yes, ramen, Korea one available.
There is a brand from Thailand, Mama Noodle is available.
Yes.
It is available.
Yes.
Now, visually, what is the size? What is the stock weight in couple of outlets? If you can share.
So I don't think that he will have that much of statistics available with
No. I don't need numbers. I'm saying visually. Suppose if you have, say, 2 feet of that panel in the store, what portion of Maggi noodle or what portion of Mama noodle or or
Maggi is very
Nestle, of course, is very strong in the
very popular.
marketing
Maggi is very
aspect.
popular.
So I'm saying noodle as a category is accepted there.
Yes, it is accepted.
It's a big category.
It is accepted.
Okay. I'm sure, sir, consumers are common. And they would be looking for something, a better substitute, which all negative benefit these noodles have.
Okay.
It see, you can do it overnight. We need to have, use money to promote that. But if we don't have, even in the slow process, we need to find out Dorabjis of Malaysia and stores like Dorabji of Malaysia, and you have to place it. And there are small activities we need to do in the stores, and we can easily find out the product is acceptable or not. But my understanding, as a salesperson, that there is always a scope of there is always a market available as long as you are addressing your competitors' negative benefit of the product.
That is there. It is a general presumption, Abhayji. I have an interesting gentleman over here. We can give you some authentic information about this international market. Yeah, Mr. Shankaran Ramamurthy. Thanks for joining. And can you just throw some light about this Paratha case that we have been discussing? Of course, the video is not that clear, but still we are able to see you. No problem. Can you please go ahead? Share some views on that. You need to unmute, sir.
Mr. Parth Saradi.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can I say something?
No, 1 second. Let us finish with Mr. Shankaran and come back to you. I'll definitely.
Yes, Mr. Pichi, sir. Good evening. Good evening to everyone. I'm just traveling back to Chennai, so from Nellore. So I'm on my way. So, but I was very curious. I was understanding everything whatever you're talking.
I've been watching you since beginning.
See, I have been trying to market millet products across Germany and also in the Scandinavian countries for the last 3.5-4 years. Okay, it has been some sort of a struggle to start with when we were working against Maggies and so on and so forth. Okay, but now what has happened is that with the stability of products, not only in noodles, I'm talking about overall millet products. I'm talking about overall millet products here. So you have a plenty of chance because the consumer, as sir was telling, it was the same. No issues at all. All he needs to know, whether it is Malaysia, whether it is in Hanifa, whether it is in Mustafa's, everywhere, it is the same. The consumer walks in with the hope that he gets the right product and he buys it, and it has to suit his pockets. That's all. That's all. That's all it matters. Okay, so what has been happening so far with the millet products which have gone from, particularly from India, Indonesia, Thailand and Taiwan, which I am very specific about, is that the packing has not been that great as compared to these international companies. That is one of the reasons why these brands could not be established to that extent. For example, we were asking about the stores. 80% of the stores are filled with Maggi. You know very well that it is not going to give you any sort of a health benefit, but still the customer ends up buying for the taste of it, as very, very rightly ma'am was telling. So it's a sort of thing that more and more products from millet unfolds into the international arena. I again repeat it on the inaugural day. I told you 2022 India should position itself in millets. If India does not position itself by 2022, we might lose it to Germany, which will definitely declare it as their product. I can assure you this, because the speed at which Germany is going and doing a whole lot of products and all. Now, what will happen is that we will be just mere suppliers of millet over a period of time in bulk. So this is my feeling, but there is plenty of scope for the market. Even assume that even in India, the quantum of sales of noodles is estimated to be something like about 3,700 crores. If you are talking about 3,700 crores, I'm not talking about the instant noodles. I'm talking about the noodles, which is 90% from the unorganized sector. Even if we guys catch 20% of that market through a conscious effort of building health and wellness for people, I think we will do a world of good for ourselves, particularly with relevant to noodles. I have a great belief that we can always do this. That's not at all a problem. Yes, as he said, that for branding you required a lot of money and all those things, but this unorganized sector also has the same problem. Most of the stores end up getting unorganized, so because they don't want to lose a customer. See the disparity between, for example, a Spencer noodle. Spencer is also getting it done by a third party. Spencer noodle towards that of a local noodle is 15 rupees difference in one packet. So if millet can fit in somewhere in between these two, millet can always do very well.
Provided the packing is attractive.
Absolutely. We are allowed to position ourselves. Correct. It's a question of brand positioning ourselves.
Well,
millet as a brand has to go.
Correct.
Millet as a brand has to go. There is no other alternative for us.
Okay. Thanks.
As a brand has to grow. That's it. First.
Thank you, Mr. Shankaran. Thank you. So before coming to Dr. Pichai, I would like to take, I think Mr. Srinivasan had some questions. Maybe you can put for the question, then I'll go to Dr. Pichai. Mr. Srinivas? Okay, please carry on, Dr. Pichai, please. Any queries?
Yeah. In fact, I've been hearing all the speakers as well, and I do agree with Mr. Guna from Malaysia. In fact, in Malaysia, not to say that they don't like, it's a traditional food, but we need to have a lot of what you call promotion, the value of the food, and because Malaysians have tendency of taking Maggi. They just go and take one Maggi and with a bottle or something like that, they just finish it off. But they do not know the real value of the millets. The reason is because, number one, there's not much product in the market in Malaysia. I did try it from some sources from South India. Tamil Nadu. It was initially moving well, and after that it slowed down because of the quality. The quality was out of, not exactly as what the earlier quality was. So, and packing again doesn't have any form of implication by consumers to like it. But nevertheless, we don't give up our hope. And we believe out of 3 million Malaysians, if 1 million consume the product, it is going to be a big, achievements for all traders. I hope when I'll be in India soon, if I have a chance to meet any one of them who are in these products and get more information and more detailed studies before I can come over to Malaysia and do a great promotion on the product. We need a lot of promotion, like anything, even a hair dye or whatever it is. And this is coming to consumer product where it's more like consuming. So they may not like it because of the taste and so on, but nevertheless, it is meant more for nutritional value, because nutritional value holds a very big health. And if we can imply that to the people, and I hope we don't have any problem. So anyway, I like to leave the meeting, and because I got some urgent work to do, tomorrow I have to present a paper on some cases. So with that, I hope it's a great time with all of you, and it's a pleasure to know many of them, and we'll be connected soon. Thank you very much, and have a pleasant day. Thank you, and good night to all of you.
Thank you, Dr. Pichai. So now the forum is open for any questions and answers. If it is relating to exam procedure, of course, Srinivas will answer. If it is related to products, I think Satya can answer. Any questions? Now the stage is open. Yeah, please go ahead, Krishna. Krishna, please go ahead.
Hello, thank you, sir. Thank you for this wonderful session. And thank you, Mr. Ram. You explained the product, processed millet noodles. Since I am into a similar product, it's been very exciting for me. And trust me, I've been completely a newcomer. And I saw that when I put it in the market, it had like a full value. What my question is generally to the entire for the here is that since there are a lot of export opportunities and we have people from the export community out here, how is it that we can reach out to you, and if we want to sort of give a product, few samples for us to export a product? I'm already exporting it to Europe as well as in Nepal, especially India. But then if we want to expand our business, if we post multiple countries, if there is any kind of I don't know, like the communication, any kind of email anywhere out to the concerned people that we can reach out.
You are asking whom? Whom are you asking this question? Any specific? You are asking the organizers. You are asking
questions he has asked me. I will answer on your behalf, Partha sir.
No. That's it. I didn't understand whom she was asking. Yeah, please.
No, I will, with your permission, Partha sir.
Please go ahead.
I will answer on your behalf.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think this is a question to the organizers. Okay. This is what I'm answering, but this is not a forum where people come and go and then we forget. Okay. As Partha sir was saying in the first day, see, this is an action forum. Okay, so this is not going to end in 10 days. Okay, so we are going to form the next set of actions in the 10th day, where this will be an integrated platform for all of us, like you and me and everybody. Yeah. Is that right, sir?
We'll unveil it on the concluding, that is on Tuesday.
Right.
And of course, tomorrow, please do join us for this all women session.
Sir, may I have a few words too? In fact, I was there in Delhi for the BioFac for the last 3 days.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I had a long discussion with both the ministry people as well as the APIDA people, APIDA chairman and all. Okay, anybody who is interested in promoting their products by February, between February to April in the international arena, can contact me. and give me the details at least by the first week of January, so that we promote it across the globe and give it through 30 trade councils across the globe for promotion. Anyone can opt for this and take advantage of the situation. And please do let me know. I can coordinate on behalf of APIDA with every one of you on this issue, and it will be a great thing for all of us to move internationally. We will have to position ourselves, and I am trying my level best to get it by April. At least Indian products should be registered across.
Thank you. You will get this
Thank you
answer
so much,
on
Shankaranji.
second.
Thank you so much. That's so reassuring.
Yeah, you will
Yeah,
get the
sir,
answer
You
on
require
second.
contact details for that, Shankaran sir.
Absolutely. You have my mobile number anyway. You can WhatsApp me, or do you have my mobile number, or you don't have?
No,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
I'll give it. He's already there.
Please take it from sir. Both my email ID and my mobile. You can take
Mr.
it. Okay.
Shankaran is already
Shankaran
there
sir,
in the
I have a
Telegram
question
group.
here.
Please.
Yeah.
Shankaran sir, I have a question here. To showcase our products through APIDA or any other thing, do we individually we have to take any export license or any
That's
export
what I'll come
code
back
or
to
register?
Padma. I'll come back to Padma on this. And
Oh, sorry.
tomorrow
Okay.
and day after we'll come back to you on this.
Yeah, the day after anyway. But again, you need to get the IEC and the APIDA registration at least done to start with. Yeah.
Okay.
If there is any help that you need, please let me know.
Oh,
Because
yes,
there are lot of subsidies also the government is giving towards millet in terms of plant and machinery. Up to 50% now they have extended it up to 50%. And there is for the millet promotion, there is close to about 30 odd crores for the promotion. In 2022, the central government has given for promotion of Indian millet products.
Yeah, sir.
So
Okay, thank
You
you.
can be rest assured we can take some help out of this. Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
please,
Thank you,
all
sir.
of us, let all of us make use of this.
So
Yes,
that's it. My point at this moment is, as I have been telling right from day one, as a community, we'll try to brand it on a common platform and we'll put it together, because one man or one tree cannot become a garden or whatever it is, as you say in Tamil. ஒரு
So
மரம்
true, sir.
தோப்பாகாது. Okay, so we'll definitely put it as a forum, and then we are already working upon that. Myself and Satya have discussed very depth on this aspect, and of course Abhay has given a new dimension to it. We will be selling all the products both there in the modern trade and also in the international arena on a unified platform as India Startup 360 and brand to home. That is, as a common brand, we are just christening it on Tuesday. That we will unfold everything on that day. And of course, that day, Mr. Dr. Dayakar Rao is also agreed to come forward to grace the event, and Mr. Shankaran is very much there on that day. So we'll disclose all the details on that particular day. There is no point to worry or concern, because we are considering everybody as a family, and we'll be putting it, and we'll share more details on second. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. So any other question anybody would like to have on this? I think your export point I have answered it. So I think Mr. Shankaran also has given a clear indication how it can be taken up further. Because why take, if we are there 100 people, why take 100 licenses and go and compete amongst ourselves? Let's go on a single umbrella and go and fight it out. Okay, and that will give us more strength and more product, and then more visibility internationally. Okay, maybe because of Sunday or whatever it is, some more international people who need to join it and join it. From UK, of course, he had sent a message on Mr. Vijay Kumar Devaraj that he is suffering from high fever, so he didn't join it. And there's some British Parliament, they are conducting some event with respect to this Deepavali and other things. Likewise, in Paris also they are doing some event. So we didn't have much of the person, but still I am very happy that as a single representative, Mr. Guna and of course Mr. Raja Ramachandran, both from Singapore and Malaysia, have made it as a great impact on the show. And thanks to again Dr. Pichai to make it and very loud and clear that how we can support us. Okay, so instead of representing everybody individually, we'll definitely share everything. It is already there in the Telegram group of India Startup Millet Group. Okay, I have already added most of the people and send the link also for people to join over there. We'll certainly help you out to move further. Okay, and we don't have any individual agenda. It's a common agenda. Whatever it is, we are going to think it over. That is the main reason why I chose to conduct a 10-day event as against a normal 3-day event which we used to do. We wanted, in fact, when we discussed myself and Mr. Shankaran initially, he was the one who to give that nine, we should go for QSR and ice creams, all these things we should have independent people. And we have been successful to identify some manufacturer or other niche segment, and more people are adding up to the group. Okay, so I thanks everybody for this wonderful opportunity. So, do we have any more queries today, or we are just going to call it a day? Anybody interested to put some more questions?
Pardaji?
Yes, sir. Yes, Anand sir, please unmute.
Yeah, can I just introduce our team? Yesterday we could not do it.
Please do it.
People
Please
are
do it.
who are,
Please unmute
yeah,
your
yeah.
camera
Just,
first.
just 2 minutes. Sir. It was a very, very wonderful session with all the experience and how to go about with all the. It was wonderful session and giving a lot of energy to us to enter into the international market. Like you said, one tree cannot make a garden. So we need to. So I will be introducing all our teammates who have been right from beginning from 2014 with us and who have really put in lot of their efforts to bring out our rotis, then our biryani and all other products.
Yeah.
And those who have been local market, those who have really got some prizes for their during the competition.
Wonderful, wonderful.
In Shankaran sir's words are moms and grandmoms.
Yeah.
Moms and grandmoms.
You should be ever thankful to moms and grandmoms always.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So before that, I just want to add one single word over here, because after looking at Mr. Praganand, I just remembered that, and also I would like to communicate the same message to Mr. Satya also. Okay, so please take reference to what the international people have been telling, especially with respect to the marketing and promotion. Dr. Pichai very clearly told, whenever you go there, you should go with a bang, and then ensure that now you are going to compete with giants like Nestle and other people. Okay, so while working out the pricing, so be careful and don't be in a rush to underquote your price when you can get a better price. Always keep a margin either for the promotion or for the negotiations or whatever it is. That is my simple advice to you. Yes, please go ahead, Mr. Pragyanand.
Yeah.
Behind a man, there is always a woman supporting them.
You have entire team of women, sir.
Kumari Chetan.
Namaste Pettu.
Namaste Pettu. Dandam Pettandi. Namaste.
Yeah, she is Kumari. She backed the biryani prize. She prepares the dough and she passes on to Miss Parvati. Yeah, she is the one who rolls out all the rotis, and she is Shirisha.
Hi.
So she is the one who helps me out in packing the material and sending it out to others. And she was with us since her 6th standard, and now she completes her degree in BSc Computers, Maths, and Statistics.
Very good. Very good.
So yeah, so we have such girls, almost
Dedicated team of people. Yes.
girls and boys who are with us from KG to graduation, almost 3,000 kids. So we are Padma and me are parents to them.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, I think Padma has gained more energy today, and then like okay, she has become all right. In the initial, she sent a message she's unwell. Now
Yeah,
it's good
she's
to
not
see her
well
sitting.
actually.
It's
Yeah,
good to
I'm
see.
unwell to sit actually.
No, no, it's
Yeah.
okay. Please take care.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you would like to add, or any other questions, any other suggestions? Because as I told you, it is an open forum. It is not like a typical BNI meeting or something like that, where only every 30 people meet every day, and then every day they say, okay, you can talk only for 30 seconds. So that is not the case. We try to bring in as many people as possible, and we try to introduce to you. I hope now all the members would have understood the philosophy and the methodology which India Startup 360 follows. Okay, so anything else? If you have something to Mira, you have any questions? You are very quiet today. Are you there, Mira?
Yes, sir. Sir, I just came back from the field. It
Okay.
was lovely listening to all of you, and maybe tomorrow, yes, I will have something more to talk
I
to
am
you.
I
Thank
am
you.
I am bored listening these words. No, it was very nice, very excellent. All of that. At least some criticism or some suggestions people should come and say, sir, if we do this, we can do it like that. Okay. Nevertheless, okay. All praise goes to the Lord. And yes, I think we have come almost to the close of the day's program. So I heartily thank you everybody for the valuable time, like people like Dr. Pichai and Mr. Gunasekaran and Mr. Rajasun and everybody, Raja Ramachandran and so on. And we'll definitely make tomorrow's event also much more interactive, and we have very leading personalities to come and answer the problems. Tomorrow, all the women entrepreneurs who are there today, you can come forth with your problems and the challenges that you have faced in your journey, be it 1 year or 10 years or whatever it is, so that we get the idea of your exact problems when we can come out with a proper solution. Yeah.
Yeah, and another thing here I would like to submit here is that since we have been an engineering company for about more than 21 years now.
I know.
I would request you to if you have anything to do with mechanization, anything to do with the plant and machinery that you need, and which are all the subsidies that you can avail from the central government, at least for sure for central government, which are all the subsidies that are available, you could always ask me. You could take my email and drop me a mail, or you could send me a WhatsApp. I can take it up on a scale, irrespective of the scale, even if it is whether it is micro or large scale, it doesn't matter. I am also one of the committee members of the Ministry of Food Processing. So there are a lot of areas where I can be of some help to you. Definitely to mechanization. And this for our group of members, whatever members we are working with now, this for our group of members will not have any.
Mira, this is to you. This point is mentioning to you. If you have any questions, you can ask. Mira, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I told you, I would definitely come back to Shankaran sir and most of these things for expertise very soon. I'm yet to gain ground on these things.
More than see, we have built a team. See, all these years we have built a team of engineers, food technologists, microbiologists, and biotechnologists, principally for the simple reason that we wanted to always churn out the best food.
Sir,
okay.
Yes.
I was the same.
Yeah.
So we would definitely like somebody was talking about positioning our brand into whether to go into the health foods and all. There is already a health food category which is existing in the customer's mind. All we need to do is to just tune it up. That's it. The packing has to be attractive. The product's health benefit should be, the story should be told properly. That's all.
Exactly.
Okay. Any few quick suggestions or something from our juries, Mr. Raja Ramachandran? Any suggestions from you from Singapore?
Yeah, so basically, I'm just listening from everybody, and probably where there are business opportunities, I would like to get connected with the concerned persons like Satya or Shankar or whosoever it is.
Yes, yes.
So from there, we will take it further because, as I told you, we are in the process of building a marketplace, and definitely all these things would be of useful to
Definitely,
for mutual benefits. Yeah.
Everybody have joined today. We have their mail IDs. Don't worry. We'll circulate it there in the respective groups along with the other coordinates also. You can talk to them.
I will just put my.
I do have it, sir. I do have it. Don't worry.
Oh, fine. Okay, it's fine.
Okay, we have captured all the mail IDs. Okay. So, anything from Mr. Abhay as a concluding word?
Yes, sir. I'm always available here. Whenever
you'd like to give any opinion or suggestion on the today's proceedings?
Only one observation from this meeting. I'm not completely on platform, but we are talking about noodle more. Millet itself is a big category.
I know. It is not like incidentally. It was a presentation by Satya Raman on noodles.
Yeah.
We have discussed almost. Yeah, we have discussed almost 6 different categories, and almost in each category about 10 to 15 SKUs we have already discussed for the last 6 days. So we'll come back to you for the further promotion of the products combinedly. Other than this, also I have some suggestion to make to you. Some business propositions. I'll talk to Satya and take your coordinates and connect to you.
Right, sir. Always welcome, sir.
Thank you. So thank you one and all for the wonderful time today, and make it as a very memorable day. So with this, we sign up for the day, and we'll meet you tomorrow again on the same time and the same link which is available with you, and we'll capture you on the same platform. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.